Bad news for people who bash businesses in online reviews, hoping they can remain anonymous. A state appeals court in Virginia ruled that Yelp had to turn over the real identities of 7 people who posted negative reviews about a carpet cleaning business. The court said the reviews were not protected speech because the reviewers were never customers. Yelp's attorneys said the court was wrong and was putting free speech on the internet at risk. John Browning is an expert in where the law and the internet collide. John, I think most people agree that trolls deserve to get got. If I know that's not proper English, but everybody knows what it means.
Right.
But is getting trolls blocking or getting the freedom of speech in the Constitution? Where does it collide?
Well, it really does in this instance, Steve. This is something that tramples on free speech rights, on First Amendment rights. The courts have to do a balancing act between protecting individuals or businesses from someone who's just going on and spreading false, malicious, defamatory statements versus people just exercising their First Amendment right.
And so I'm curious how they know the 7 were never customers. I mean, that's an issue. That's the crux of it, right?
It really is.
These 7 are just spouting off. They were never there, and so they're not posting real opinions. They don't have an opinion. They've never been there.
Exactly. And the court, in justifying, telling Yelp, hey, you've got to turn over the identities, is saying, well, they've said that it's defamatory, and part of being defamatory is that it's false. And all that the carpet cleaning business said was, well, we don't have any record of them being customers.
Talk about this. If it goes, I don't know, do you think if this goes up to the Supreme Court, our message board is going to be populated with warnings that say, sorry, we may have to turn over your identity, so no more Big John 23 or what,
Well, hopefully it's not going to go quite that far. In fact, this ruling really stands kind of out there as an outlier to what courts have done, including other cases involving Yelp all over the country. And in fact, this is a Virginia appellate court, but the Supreme Court of Virginia, one rung higher on the ladder, last year made a ruling that was the exact opposite.
Huh. And it's interesting, its proximity to Washington, too. That does carry some juice. What about firing back? There was a Dallas bar owner who sort of had a similar experience on Yelp again, and I think she rewarded customers who used a nasty hashtag about the reviewer, a free beer or something, hashtag John is a jerk or whatever it was. Is that smart in your you deal with internet businesses, you know the law too. Is it smart to engage or just let it go?
It's better to let it go, because when you sink to that level, it's what a lot of people call the Streisand effect. You attract more attention to something that probably would have just died down for lack of interest.
I don't know, why is it called the Streisand effect?
Well, Barbara Streisand had a lawsuit in California claiming that the state of California, which was doing some oceanographic research, coastline stuff, was taking pictures of some property of hers. And it was a little thing.
Everybody found out where she lived, probably.
Everybody found out because she made a big deal over it.
I got it. All right. Now, it is true that these kind of negative reviews or false reviews can hurt business. So, I guess I want to know first, if I'm a consumer, should I put any trust at all in online reviews?
Well, they're expressions of opinion, and opinion is protected.
If they can be manipulated, though, can't they?
Oh,
by
very
both
much.
sides.
Oh, well, there's a study.
Owners,
there's a study at a Harvard Business School that says that about 20% of all the reviews on Yelp are fake. So, there is some truth to the idea that companies will manipulate through false reviews in order to either affect their competitors or to boost their own.
So I suppose at some point maybe this won't be necessary, this outing of people, because when the consumers become knowledgeable enough, not where we should be right now, don't believe hardly anything you read on the internet, take it with a grain of salt.
Right.
Maybe this won't be necessary, do you think? Or are we going down the full exposure route? I just don't know.
Well, anything's possible with the internet. And things change on, a daily, weekly basis. Hopefully, we're not going to see this erosion of our personal protections and freedoms by, rulings like this.
I want your opinion. We're going to change topics, but it's pretty quick. Another evolving thing that maybe we talk down the line. Small businesses looking at eBay reviews, so we're sort of topical, to decide whether they want to give small business loans, because if you have a lot of negative reviews, maybe your business is going away, so I don't want to give you any money. I mean, that's what's happening.
Oh, yeah, and that's a trend. In fact, people are looking at social media presence in determining, are you a good risk? Insurance companies are looking at it.
You're a restaurateur. You come to me. You want money. I look at your reviews and they stink. I don't think I can give you the money. And that's happening right now.
It is. They're taking everything into consideration, and there's so much out there on the internet that smart business owners are cognizant of it.
I know business owners want it to change, though, because the negative really hurts. You can lose your business with
absolutely.
fake reviews. All right. John Browning, thanks for coming down. Appreciate it.
Thank you.